Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing. They're eating the cats.
Ding, 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 ding. Boom. Missile launch. Pshing, boom.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. It will be settled quickly. I will get the problem solved, and I will get it solved in rapid order, and it will take me no longer than one day.
We are merely looking at parts of the big bureaucracy where there has been tremendous waste and fraud and abuse. In that process, we identified and stopped $50 million being sent to Gaza to buy condoms for Hamas. 50 million. And you know what's happened to them? They've used them as a method of making bombs. How about that?
$8 million for making mice transgender. This is real.
No, it's not. You know, you hear the president of the United States say we're spending $8 million to do sex change operations on mice. You say, well, I'm sure he's exaggerating, but there must be something there. Turns out there's not. It's not real. The government spent money on transgenic mice, which are genetically modified mice they use in lab tests to study disease. It has nothing to do with being transgender other than the trans part of the word. They're turning Mickeys into Minnies and Minnies into Mickeys. No, they're just trying to cure dementia and heart disease, which you would think Trump would be for, seeing as how they are both coming for him real soon.
So we'll be dropping drug prices. It'll start over the next 2 to 3 months by 1,200, 1,300, and even 1,400% and 500%, but not just 50% or 25%, which normally would be a lot, because the rest of the world pays much less for the identical drug, and we're going to be paying the same thing. We're going to have a favored nation. We will pay as low as the lowest nation in the world.
Virtually 100% of the net job creation in the last year has gone to migrants. You know that? Most of the job creation has gone to migrants. In fact, I've heard that substantially more than beyond the number of 100%. It's a much higher number than that.
You know why we're going to win New Mexico? Because they want safety on their border. And they didn't have it. And we're building a wall on the border of New Mexico. And we're building a wall in Colorado.
I misheard it. Can you play it again?
And we're building a wall on the border of New Mexico. And we're building a wall in Colorado. We're building a beautiful wall.
Oh,
a big one
no.
Really
Oh, they're
works,
clapping and they're standing. They're clapping and they're standing for the Colorado wall. They think that we're a border state. He thinks that we're a border state. Now, presumably, somebody with the White House is going to inform President Trump that Colorado is not on the Mexican border and there will not be a wall built here. But who's going to break that to all the people who cheered?
Look at this. Look at this. So, this is Tic Tacs, right? I don't know if I like the company. I've never met. I have no idea. They're so lucky. Look at all the television. This is the greatest commercial they ever had.
But that's what happened. This is inflation. This is tic-tac. This is tic-tac. This is inflation. This is what's happened. I just happened to have, somebody gave me this one today. I said, I think we'll put it up as an example of inflation.
I mean, this is inflation, this is tic-tac, doesn't make a ton of sense, but no matter what your policies are, you have to agree that that is tic-tac. Also, that is not an example of inflation. That is an example of mints that come in different sizes.
This is the time of year for me to introduce a brand new grift because the tacky sneakers and janky perfume sales just aren't filling my pockets the way I hoped. So step right up, folks. Get a God Save the USA from Trump Bible. It is the holy word of a holy God, probably written on clay tablets in a time before even typewriters by a God not named Trump, if you can believe it. A lot of you say it's your favorite, even though, like me, you've never read it and can probably only name the most famous little bits, like the very beautiful passages, wherefore art thou Romeo, and my horse, a kingdom for my horse. I looked at the chapter called Numbers, and it doesn't have any accounting tips at all, but I'm sure God knows all about hiding profits from the evil government tax collectors. This Bible can be your very own for only $59.99, and what a great price to have another copy of this amazing book in your home. You should get rid of your other Bibles and replace them all with God Save the USA from Trump Bible. I see so many phony things. I saw something as I was growing up, from the time I was a baby till now. I said, who did that? It was AI generated. I'm looking to make our country great. I'm looking to bring prices down because, you know, I won on two things, the border and more than immigration. You know, they like to say immigration. I break it down more to the border, but I won on the border and I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, you know, who uses the word? The groceries, when you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs. I have more complaints on grocery. The word grocery, you know, it's sort of simple word, but it sort of means like everything you eat. People can't afford their groceries, and they're going to be affording their groceries very soon. You know, there's this fake narrative that the Democrats talk about, affordability. The word affordability is a con job by the Democrats.
A new era of trade wars. Trump says tariffs are coming on Canada and Mexico.
Now, in Trump's defense, he did explain today why we're going after Canada.
I mean, I look at some of the deals made, I say, who the hell made these deals that are so bad?
So bad. The trade deals with Canada, they're so bad. He's just looking and saying, who made these? Ladies and gentlemen, don't get ahead of me. Ladies and gentlemen, come with me into the Wayback Machine to 2018. I give you the culprit of the terrible deal with Canada.
This morning, President Trump signed a new trade deal to replace NAFTA with the leaders of Mexico and Canada.
The best trade deal they say ever made.
A deal done by Trump's greatest nemesis, Trump.
The administration officials reacting after the strikes. Excellent, a good start. Waltz even sending several emojis.
Is anyone else kind of upset that we're conducting war by emoji now? I mean, what does this even mean? What, I'm gonna fist the flag and then light it on fire? Like, there's a reason why you don't use emojis for life and death situations. It's too open to interpretation, okay? Like, imagine if your doctor texted you a crab emoji, right? And now you're going, oh my God, I have crabs? and your doctor has to be like, LOL, no, it's the astrology sign for cancer. Okay?
The Biden administration launched what you've called a war on showers.
Most people probably didn't even realize we were in a war on showers because no one in the Biden administration ever accidentally added a reporter to the war on showers group chat. But luckily, that war is now coming to an end.
Certain regulations that basically killed the water pressure of showers and other water appliances. With this executive order, we're effectively going to be reversing that set of regulations.
In my case, I like to take a nice shower to take care of my beautiful hair. I have to stand under the shower for 15 minutes till it gets wet. It comes out drip, drip, drip. It's ridiculous.
It takes 15 minutes for your hair to get wet? Are you sure you're not standing in the pantry? But if you're as big of a Trump head as I am, you know that water pressure is not a new issue for him. He's been passionate about this crisis for a while.
Take a shower and water comes dripping out. Just dripping out, very quietly dripping out.
Sinks, right? Showers. You take a shower, the water doesn't come out.
People have to flush their toilet 15 times. Turn on the shower, ding, ding. It goes drip, 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 drip. Please, come out, the water. Come on, water, come out, baby.
Oh, come out, baby, please. Come out for daddy. Has he ever said anything more embarrassing?
I'm gonna come.
Stop doing that! Stop it!
Yesterday, Trump also announced that the United States had sunk a second Venezuelan boat. Trump was asked, they did one like 2 weeks ago and then another one last week. Trump was asked about one of the two sinkings this weekend, and he defended it like this.
What's illegal are the drugs that were on the boat and the drugs that are being sent into our country and the fact that 300 million people died last year from drugs. That's what's illegal.
I hope that's illegal, because that's a lot of people. In fact, it would mean nearly 90% of the current U.S. population, of about 340 million people, died from drug overdoses last year, which would explain why we appear to be in hell. We're all dead and we're in hell right now.
Folks, news is flying fast and furious. As you know, the administration teased a big announcement on the cause of autism today. Oh, ye of little faith. So let's get right to it. This is obviously a very serious moment for the world and the United States of America. To the White House, what is the cause of autism?
The use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Is that okay?
We would like a second opinion and a third pronunciation. Look, there's already a ton of controversy around the lack of data tying acetaminophen in pregnancy to autism. And you can't even be bothered to pronounce the f***ing word correctly? Until maybe you get to the one word you recognize from your medicine cabinet?
Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol.
Well, I'm sure now they're known as Plaintiff A.